Barcelona Marathon 2025, mission sub 3:30. Training starts today. Let's do it. So this will be my second ever marathon race after running Manchester Marathon April just gone. Ran that in a 3:42. Barca Marathon now 14 weeks away. If I can get my PB, I'll be buzzing, but we're shooting for the stars. Sub 3:30. Giving myself 14 weeks to achieve that goal, which isn't ideal. Last year I did an 18-week training program, so give myself 4 weeks less this time around, partly down to being busy and just partly down to being really lazy. So 14 weeks of hard training. If I do it right, I think the sub 3:30 is on. My hair, mate, honestly. So for the next 14 weeks, I'm going to document my training every day, everything I'm doing, the good things, the bad things. Wrap it up in a weekly vid. Nice and simple, no fancy editing. Danny Boy raw, if you will. It sounds a bit dodgy. This week's about getting in the groove, getting that motivation. 5 easy miles to kick things off. Easy pace, I'm looking to run around 9 minutes, 8:45 to 9 minutes for easy. And if my fitness feels like it can go harder as I go on, then I will up it, because if I could I want to get a sub 3:30, but I don't want to just get it, I want to smash it. So let's get this first run done. Feels good to be back out with a plan and a goal, even though it's fucking freezing. Done. 45 easy minutes. Just over 5 miles. Average pace 8:56. Pretty much spot on for what I want. And I picked up a baguette. Athlete's lunch this.
I actually have something healthy with it too. Yippee!
This run is definitely not a good idea. So today is the end of Friday, end of the week, and I've been in bed for the last 4 days. Very ill. That's why this probably isn't the best idea. Literally after I showed you that lunch that I had on Monday after my run, a couple of hours after that felt pretty grim. No idea why. And then I was up all night, exploding out of every end possible. Pretty. It's the 4th time this has happened to me in like the last 12 months, which is a bit worrying, so I'm going to get some proper tests done just to see if there's something up. Same thing happened to me literally 6-8 weeks ago before my half marathon, which completely ruined my training. That took like 3 weeks to recover. It was proper grim. Doctor thinks it could be the same thing again. I was signed off work all week. Potentially a virus, potentially contagious. But I was able to actually eat some food last night, and yeah, it's the end of the day. But I've been in bed all week, barely moved, barely eaten, and I just thought, fuck it, whether this is a good idea or not, I should be resting still. I need to get out of the house because I'm going fucking crazy. Running very slowly now. Just gonna get a few miles in if I can. My stomach is empty but feels full, which is a bit weird, so I'm taking it easy. I really want to try and get the runs I was supposed to get done this week done over the weekend, but I'm being realistic. We'll just play it day by day. This thing can take weeks to fully recover. I'm not even sure I fully recovered last time, to be honest. My stomach's been in bits for months now, so bit of a gloomy Friday, bit of a gloomy update. We're out here getting it done. Whether it's a good idea or not remains to be seen. 4 or 5 easy miles if I can do it, and yeah, try and chow down on some food tonight, hopefully. I've lost like a stone in the last 2 months just from this illness, so that's not good. Need to get my pull-up bar back out. Look about 12 at the minute. Four and a half miles, I'll take that. 9:29 average pace, nice and slow. Decent effort that, considering I'm severely dehydrated, that's for sure. and I've probably eaten like 3,000 calories in the last 4 days, so time to hydrate, time to fuel, rest. Was that a good idea? We'll find out tomorrow. Despite finding it very easy to be lazy sometimes, I do hate lying around for long periods of time, so fuck it, we got it done. The only sort of food I can risk. Well, back-to-back days, running when maybe I shouldn't be. My breakfast this morning consisted of a digestive biscuit, half a banana, and the first coffee I've had in a week, which was risky. Still not really eating much at all. My stomach just can't take it, but like I feel okay within myself, so I couldn't stand just sitting around again today. I'd already missed 2 weeks of training through sheer laziness. If I wait for these symptoms to fully clear, it's going to be another 2 weeks, at which point I'm just going to stress that I've not got enough time. So I'm going to do a speed session today, but I'm being sensible. Fartlek, with very little fartlek in, just a few sprints. Try and hit 6 miles and see if I don't die. Fartlek, for anyone that doesn't know, is when you just run at a random pace for a certain amount of time. I can go slow, then fast, then stop. Doesn't really matter. Just go with what feels good. Slow it down. So yeah, I didn't think doing a full speed session today would have been wise with a long run plan tomorrow, so I just thought a little fartlek, can do it on my terms then. I'll get started on those speed sessions next week, show you what they look like. I'm not really sure what I'm doing half the time still. I've been winging it since day one, so if anyone is watching this and knows what they're doing a bit more, do feel free to critique this as I go on. But it's worked so far for me, so yeah, other than the spewing and the other things coming out my body this week, feeling pretty good to be honest. Still severely lacking calories though, can feel it in my legs now. Struggling to get any food in me still. I'll do my best today to have a full day of food, and hopefully I've got the energy to get that long run in tomorrow, because the long run's probably the most important. But for now, let's see if I can handle one of these. Not bad. Let's finish this run. Did not mean to run that far, to be fair. 9:36 average pace, but yeah, nice little fartlek run that. Never had to fucking use these. Definitely gonna have to prioritise this today. Recovery. 11.5 miles in the last 2 days after spending all week in bed and not eating. And I want to do 11.5 miles tomorrow for my long run, so recovery is going to be key. Oh fuck, my hamstrings are always tight, especially the left one. But that's for next week. Today, recover and try and eat as close to a normal day's amount of food as possible. Fuel myself for tomorrow and hope my stomach doesn't explode or something like that. This does not feel right. About an hour and 10 into my long run. Hour 45 run. Don't usually stop on these long runs, but quite a heavy load the last 3 days in mileage, considering I've been ill all week as well, so taking it easy. We managed to get some food in me yesterday, as you saw. Still not as much as I need to. Definitely feeling it now. Got a few more miles left to go. But all in all, buzzing that I've been able to redeem the week, get most of the miles done that I wanted to, roughly stick to my plan. And I thought I'd quickly go over what my training plan looks like for these next 14 weeks. So I'm going to do something I haven't done before for previous races. I'm basically just going to set myself like a mile goal for every week and just try and hit that. So this week I wanted to hit about 30 miles to start with. I'll probably be hitting about 28, so all things considered, that's fucking good. Basically week on week I'm just going to try and progress that 10% more roughly every week, and then a few weeks out from the race obviously decrease that up to race day. I'm going to use inspiration from plans I've followed before and some I've seen online. But basically every week I'm going to have 3 core runs. I'll have 1 easy run, 5 miler, 1 speed session. I'll be doing my first proper one next week, so I'll show you what that looks like. And then 1 long run every week. Week on week, the long runs will get longer, the speed sessions will get longer, so that will increase the mileage. Then I'll have a 4th run every week. That can be anything I fancy doing. Might be an easy run, some hill runs, some sprints, some hill sprints, anything that I think I need to work on. Do that for the 4th run. And then I'll do a very small 5th run every week. And when I say small, I mean small, like 1 or 2 miles. And then on that day, I'll make sure I'm concentrating on some strength work, some conditioning, some mobility work. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing with it, but I know I've never really done it before and I don't want to get injured. So I'm going to try and include that weekly, starting next week. And that's the plan, really. If anyone watching who knows what they're doing more than me wants to critique that and tell me how to do it better, please do. I'm just winging it, but I'm basing that on things I've done before. I've done pretty all right in the past. Anyway, I've been sat down far too long. Don't want my legs to get cold. Let's finish this run. Finished just shy of 145 today. Considering the fact I've been ill all week and the amount of miles I've put in the last 3 days, I'll take that all day. Not fussed about the pace either. This week was just about getting the miles done in the end. I'll concentrate on pace from next week. I think with that run, that puts me just over 27 miles for the week, so I'll take that all day. It's a good base to start with. Maybe try and hit about 30 next week. Add some strength, mobility work, Pilates maybe, I don't know, whatever's good for you. Hopefully be able to eat the amount of calories I need to eat to maintain all this training. Still not 100% there, but I'm getting there. But if anyone did enjoy this and wants to see more, let me know. Leave a like, that'd be nice. And I'll see you next week, as long as I don't throw up again.